Hello and welcome to a new series of Oh God, please don't make me do it again, never mind the Buzzcocks. We've been on air now for a long time, and I know this is always fun on a comedy show. A quick reminder of how we all looked when we began. This is a picture of me. I suppose I'm about 19, 20, something like that. There's a picture of Phil. He's about 19, 20 stone there. And here's a picture of Bill. He's surrounded by 19 or 20 of the armed Coast Guards. Bill's first guest is a multi-platinum selling singer and songwriter. It's Katie Mellower.
There are 6 billion people in the world.
Over the last year, Katie's done a lot of work for charity, including actually walking on fire. And I happen to know Jimmy Carr's about to walk on fire in the middle of the night down his own stairs, as soon as I find out his address. Let's see if he can raise a grin then. Our second guest is Ministry of Mayhem's resident dadnit. It's Holly Willoughby. Holly has a fear of being left alone in a forest, a fear, coincidentally, that she shares with Bill. But to be fair, the last time he was alone in the forest, he was netted by hunters and brought back to the country in a crate, so that seems more reasonable. Holly and Katie, Phil's team, ladies and gentlemen. Bill's first guest used to be one half of Savage Garden, now a successful solo artist. It's Antipodean ballad bandit Darren Hayes. When Darren played Party in the Park in 2002, he nearly didn't make it because he was stuck in a huge motorway tailback, which also held up Westlife, Darius and A1. It's the first time a traffic jam has won a Grammy for outstanding contribution to music. The second guest is the all-American boy next door. If you grew up in Waco, it's Yankee comedian Dave Fulton. Dave once typed the phrase George Bush jokes into Google and got 1.7 million hits. If you type Patrick Kilty jokes into Google, you don't get any hits. But if you meet him in the street, have as many as you like. Tell him Lamar sent you. Dave and Darren, Bill's team, ladies and gentlemen. We start the show with Guess Who for Bill, Dave and Darren. Which of these two recorded part of their album in Carrie Fisher's bathroom? Was it James? If he were a liquid, he'd be drippy off a toilet brush blunt. Or was it Gwen? If she were a liquid, she'd be a nice mug of steaming cocoa. Because you'd be happy sticking your face in her at bedtime, eh? To farm. I'm looking at that, all I'm thinking is I wish the desert was a foot deeper.
And we were just thinking, isn't that how the Aussies treat their backpackers, by the way?
That's scuba divers, and that's in the Barrier Reef, and it's sharks. That's what we do.
You know, it's their own fault. I mean, you know, there's shark, you know, and we'll go to scuba dive with sharks, and they complain because they get bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, we went on an owl watch once. We got left behind. But, it was several years before they noticed we were missing. So, actually, Mark, you'd be very proud. I recently made a documentary about otters.
I know.
What do you mean you know? You said that with a degree of contempt that
Yes.
denies your delight.
Yeah, anything I know about you will be said with a degree of contempt.
No, but just to tell you this, I went to the place where we're supposed to see the otters. And I went, is there any otters here? And the bloke went, no. He goes, there's quite a lot of dogging.
That's a good excuse if you get caught by the police.
Oh, I was otters. I was looking for otters. A guide dogging. So,
There's no way you're going to have sex with a dog with perfect eyesight, Bill. Anywho.
right. What's the question?
The question was, which one of them made an otter documentary?
Yeah.
Well, the first, I mean, it's, you know, they're quite rare, one of the rarest mammals in Britain, but they're on the way back because of the post-industrial society.
It sounds to me like the actual documentary will never be aired, but we've had the highlights.
Yeah. Some of the male ones get up to about 4.5. So, anyway...
Wrong head, Dave.
Oh, we've all done that old thing on the beach. All bury him up to the neck. Pass me a 3-wood. That's what I want to do. Let's have a look at Gwen.
Is that Gwen's house?
Yes.
How brilliant is her estate agent?
Yeah, but you got to see the back door. I know I would.
So look, there's a pig in here as well, something. Oh, you see? Oh.
Oh, you found the orders for Otter Watch.
Pig's looking at me going, are you Rebecca Lewis? Because, yeah, is there any chance you could, you know...
You know, I was thinking if Rebecca Lewis had met Craig David, that whole song would have taken place on one day.
Right. This is sprawled in a hedge.